Oh. Hmm. Okay. Hello. The coder. Yes, that's me. Totally. 100%. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's me. Okie dokie. So. Action. Body entered. Shrimply. Hey! Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, tonight we're going to be trying to learn how to program some more. That's all correct. GODOT, yes. Although I'm debating whether or not here. I'm gonna move this. Go over there, wouldn't you? Damn it. Okay, I know what I want to do. You. And now we're gonna take this. Like so. I got a good chunk of knowledge about C++, and Godot is pretty similar in code to term. Makes sense. I mean, coding languages are just the same thing, just differently worded, and you'd have different levels of complexity and different levels of what is necessary to make things happen, basically. So, yeah. Anyway, so we've already worked on the character, more or less. Some are more fucky. Well, I mean, you could always go with the Shakespearean style of coding, which that's not at all, not at all horrible. Big differences between Python and this assembly language. Yes, I know what that means. Totally. I have finished a video. Had to fix a section that fucked up with my keyframes, but done. Fuck you for a fuck bee. Fucky. But yes, I've had zero experience with Python. Even though I know that's where a lot of people start. In fact, I have zero experience with any programming language, except for, I guess, maybe technically, I guess, whatever language Linux Mint is based in. Bro, he really doesn't know his snakes. I know what a Python is. I just don't know how to use Python. Do you know how to use a Python? If you need a hand with anything, just say so. I'll lend a hand as best I can. Well, that's much appreciated. At least with the script, yes. So far, I'm going through the Godot's like first time creating a first time 2D game, whatever. I'm just following along to see what, how to do things. From there, I'm probably going to move on to the first time 3D thing in however long it takes. Yeah, your first 3D game. And then from there, I'm going to try and make my own thing. You grab it by the tail and swing it around against people to intimidate. That is very fair. Very fair and based. Rid of mobs, creating an enemy. Vampires have to dodge. Behavior will not be very complex. Mobs will spawn randomly at the edges of the screen. Choose a random direction to move in a straight line. Okay. And bite if it bites you. If you bite it and you die, that's poison. Great transition. In what way do you mean? But yeah, if you bite something and it dies, that means you're venomous. If it bites you and it dies, that means you're poisonous. If you by it and something else dies, that's voodoo. If you bite it and you both die, that's correlation, not causation. I don't know. I don't remember how that bit goes. Okay, note setup. Cooking scene, new scene on top of the menu. So, new scene. Probably indeed animated. Okay, so animated sprites. 2D node collision. Animated sprites. Create that. Not for player. Delete that. Yeah. Rigid body. Oh, okay. So we need to do. Rigid body 2D. At the end of the day, if a zombie bites you and you don't turn, but the zombie turns into you, you are the virus for the virus. How do I get this? Okay, so oh, Control D. How do I get this? Delete. No. Okay, I see. Okay. Up here, new scene. 2D. Ah, I see. Okay, it's over here. That's where it is. Ah, okay. Let's Control Z. Yeah, okay. Let me rename the save. Save as player. Yes. There we go. I'm call this Mobster. Mob. Okay, and then from there we're gonna add. Okay, makes sense. Add a child node. Animated sprites. Add a collision 2D and a visible. Wait, what? Visible on-screen enabler 2D. Okay. Don't forget to set the child. Don't forget to set the child so they can't be selected like you were in the player scene. Rigid. This is a no 2D. Wait, hold on. This is a. Rigid body 2D. Hey, Simon. Did I do that correctly? Read documentation. 2D node. It's a... Yeah, the scene. Rigid body 2D. Okay, I think I messed up somehow. Let me delete, don't save. Let me add 2D. No, hold on. Don't save. I'm doing this wrong. Other node. There we go. Rigid body 2D. There we go. Okay, now I'm doing this correctly. Okay, so now I do animated sprites, and let's make sure I'm selecting, hold on. You, collision shape. How are you doing? Oh, shoot. You, and then add a visible on screen. Okay, there we go. So now that's proper. That's done properly. Okay, player collision objects. Node. Player. I need to give this a script. Attach script. And don't forget to the screen using the group function. Oh, hold on. Control G. Yeah, that's working. Don't forget to set the children so they can't be selected. Like, the player scene. This is done by selecting the parent node using the group button at the top of the 2D editor. No. Have you selected? Group button. Top of 2D editor. Oh, here we go. 2D editor. Group. How's everyone? I'm pretty good, honestly. You go like this. And then group. Yeah? Yeah? How is it working? Open. Oh, you there. Group that. Group it? Oh yeah, I guess so. Okay. Tired but good? Yeah, I feel that. Okay. Select the mob node and set its gravity scale. Node. Gravity scale property in rigid body 2D. So this one, I guess, oh, here we go. Okay, it's Inspector. Am I hungry? I feel that. Kind of hungry as well. I want to get something. But we shall learn. Okay. So, well, I guess the properties are going to be a lot easier, so the script is going to be a lot easier as well. Okay, so gravity scale, and set selection spectre to 0. Okay. This will prevent the mob from falling downwards. Ah, okay. I see. Give it 0 gravity. Okay. That makes sense. Selects the mob node and gravity scale. Yeah. In addition, under collision object 2D select section, just beneath the rigid body 2D section, expand the collision group and check the one inside the mask property. This will ensure the mobs do not collide with each other. Inside the mask. Wait. There we go. Priority 1. Okay, so that basically means that they don't collide with each other? Collide with each other. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Set up the animation to be fairly did for the player. This time, we have 3 animations: fly, swim, walk. Okay, so animated sprite 2D. We need to have... we specifically need to go to scene, and then... No, project... editor? Signals. What was it again? Project settings? Here we go. Yeah, project settings. We need to go to... What are you trying to do? I'm following along with the making your first 2D game in Godot. I am currently just trying to learn how to the basic commands, not basic command, but basic structure and language of Godot. That's all. From there, we're going to try and move on to the 3D game one as well. After we've finished this project, just to keep things nice and concise, and then from there we'll try and do something small to see how much further I can take that afterwards. So right now it's just trying to learn how to do things basically. Okay, so set up animated sprites. We'll go to animation. No, that's not how that works. We need added the player. This time at 3 animations: fly, swim, and walk. Okay, I'm going to go back just to make sure to top up on what I did. Because I don't remember what I did. Animated sprite. Scripts. Scripts. Okay, so it's attach script, animated sprite 2D, create. Okay, so animated sprite 2D. No, that's not right. Hold on. Let me undo that. Don't save. 3D, 2D. Oh shit, I just... God damn it. Alright, let's start over. Control Z. Control Y. Okay. Well, I'm learning. Animated sprites. Collision. And visible. Okay. You. 0. Okay, so enemy sprite. Sprite frames. Node. Okay. In addition, collision on the section reach T expand the collision on. Oh, right. Collision shape. Visibility layer. No. Not visibility. I need collision. There we go. Mask. There we go. Okay. Okay. The enemy spreads like you did player this time with 3 animations: fly, swim, walk. There are 2 images, each animation's art folder. Okay, okay. Animated sprite. Sprite frames. Entry. Empty. New. No. There we go. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yes, I'm remembering how to do this now. Okay, so flying. I can do this better. These 2. We'll call this fly. Fly. We'll add new. Call this one swim. We'll add a new one, and we'll call this one walk, like it says above there. So fly has these 2, swim has these 2, and then walk has these 2. Okay. Okay. Stat, that. Okay. Like so. It has animated sprites, and it can move through all of those. Okay. Okay, I understand now. Adjust animation speed property. Okay. Animation speed. Animation speed scale. It has to be set to individual animations. Adjust to 3 for all 3 animations. Animation speed. Frame rate per second? Animation speed. I guess it's frames per second. Animation speed. Here we go. Okay, that's what it is. 3. Okay, so it's 3 frames per second. 3. Okay. There we go. Kidoki. Okay. You can use the play animation button. Play animation. For each per scenery? What? Okay. That works. Also, it said to tell you hi for her. I totally forgot. No worries. She probably finished up, correct? Okay, let's see. Banana. Yes. No. Oh, she's not. She's still streaming. Still going. Okay, well, tell her hi. Tell her hi for me, would you? As the player seen, animation. Well, okay, hold on. Animation right above, right. Previous animations. We'll see one of these animations randomly. So, the mobs will have some. We'll select one of these animations, right? Okay. Okay. We'll select one of these animations randomly, so the mobs will have some variety. Like the player images, these mobs, images need to be scaled down. Set the animation sprite 2D's scale property to 75/75. off sprite scale, transform scale 0.75. Perfect. Okay, so that works. As in player scene, add a capsule 2D for the collision. And capsule 2D. It's in player. Collision. Oh, okay, it's just collision. Collision shape. No. Empty capsule. I need your. How do I rotate you? How do I rotate? Me. You. Shape. Only collision. Transform. Rotate. 90 degrees. Okay, so now we go like that. Z. And we'll do collision. There we go. Okay. The set the rotation to 90. Yes, and transform inspector. Okay. Save the scene. Save. Call this mob. Okay. Add a script to the mob like this. Yeah, we'll do. Oh, I need to rename you to mob. Mob. Lowercase mob. Or no, uppercase mob. Mob. Okay. I guess player. Oh, I know player. No, I just want to keep it lowercase mob. I want to keep things consistent. Okay. Add a script. I could do that. Mob.gd. Create. I mean, it's right. I don't care about that. Okay. So you. Mob2D extends rigid body. What does that do? Extends rigid body. Okay, there we go. That's what. Now let's look at the rest of the script in ready. This one here. It's pass. That just means it replaces. Okay, that just moves it on. Script in ready. We'll play the animation and randomly choose one of the 3 animation types. Okay. Function ready. Get rid of you. So variable mob court types is equal to mob type. Yeah, no, not equal to mob type. I need it to be array of animated sprite 2D. T dot sprite underscore frames get animation names. Okay. So this is I close this? Okay, so this is variable mob types. Mob types that this defines a variable which is equal to the array of animated sprites, the animated sprite frames, and getting the animation names. Okay. I think I understand that. So animated sprites. So, well, that one, that is animated sprite 2D. Perfect. Dot animation equals mob types pick random. Animation equals mob types, perfect. Dot. Was it pick random? Yeah, pick random. Pick random. Okay. So, and then class. This is right. The $sign means it's a shorthand for defining, I think. Okay. Equals blind. You pick random animated sprite equals dot play. Animated sprite 2D dot play. I'll leave that blank because it'll pick randomly. First, we get the list of animation names from animated sprites, so sprite frames properly. This returns the arrays containing 3 animation names: walk, swim, fly. Property. Okay. And GD script code. Where the fuck is the third? What is the third? Where the in Fled? Where the fuck is the third $sign? I don't know. In these animations at random. Meanwhile, in C# code, we pick a random number between 0 and 2. Select one of these names. List array includes starts at 0. The expression GD random percentage number. Select a number between 0 and -1. Finally, we can play to start the chosen animation. Okay. Okay, so it defines the array, the sprite animation, and the sprite frames in the get animation, so that it can pull the animation, animated sprite. It defines the animation, or not defines, but it defines the animation is equal to the mob types, which the mob types is equal to the array, the random pick number of that, and it picks a random one, and then it plays. Okay. I'm not good wording this well, but I understand. I understand now. I understand. I think. Right now it contains multiple textures. Yeah. That's animated sprite thing. Sprite frames can resource containing the animations. Follows you edit clear sprite frames resource. Okay. Get animation name. Returns an array containing the names of associated in each animation. Values are placed in alphabetical order. Class animation. Current animation of the sprite frames resource. String name default. Values change the frame counter. Frame processor reset. Okay, I'm not 100% certain I understand, but I think I get it. I understand the I'm telling you, your screen chat is not only sentient, but it has a sense of humor. Yeah. It likes to mess with you specifically, like. Okay, so I understand what it's doing. I just don't understand exactly like the purpose of each individual piece, but I understand what it's doing. I get this part, I get this part, and I get this part. Get this. I think I understand. I think I understand. Mob types. This is defining a name. This right here. This is a we're choosing a variable. This is our variable. We're naming our variable mob types, which is equal to the array, which is the array it picks a random number between 1 and 3 because I've given it the specifications of the sprite frames of the animation names of the 3 animations I have. That means that when I don't forget what this is specifically, but this is a thing. I forget what this does. What does this do? Look up symbol. Oh. Wait, what? No, Control Z. Wait. There we go. U. Group. What does this do? What does a $sign do? No, I need... No, script, no, I need... Solution object... Okay, well, whatever. I forget what it's called, but there's a specific thing that does. Okay, so how do we call the player? Yeah, last piece to make the mobs delete themselves from the screen is connect the screen exited signal of the visible on-screen not if ear node, the mob and and add this to the console. Enabler on screen. Wait, what? Did I not add the right? No, hold on. Let me. No, I did add the correct one. Okay. On screen notifier. What? The mod to mob. Wait, what? Notifier. Enabler. So this is not the right one. No. Visible on notifier. Oh, it's one step up. Oh, notifier, not enabler. Ah. Gotcha. So we'll remove this. Yes. Okay. Okay, okay. So that makes more sense. Okay. Okay. So we'll add that to there, and for notifier, the mob connects the screen exited signal. What? Connect the screen exited signal in the visible on screen node to the mob. What? Oh. What does that mean? Output. Format. Which error. Enter scene screen tree, which is null. Remove that. Mob node. Add this code. Connect the screen exited signal of the visible thing. How's it going? I feel dumb. I feel very dumb. Because I'm not understanding how this works, but... Last piece... I have the visible on-screen notifier node attached to the mob. That's correct. Screen connected to the exits. It will hit one day. That's why the title is there. Yes. Classic game dev feel. Yes. Yes, I know. I know. Last piece is to make the mobs delete themselves when... So I understand what it's trying to do. Connect the screen exited signal. The screen exited signal. Signal. Here we go. Okay. Screen exited signal. To the on the visible tier node to the mob. Okay, okay. So on the mob, we'll go ahead and add screen exited. Add it to mob. We'll add that to the mob. So connect function on the visible screen modifier 2D screen exited. We'll add queue free. So queue free will, let me go ahead and queue free, and this will use this node to be deleted at the end of the current frame. When deleted, all of its children will be deleted as well. For reference, and all the reference of the node become invalid. Unlike object free, the node does not delete instantly. It can still be accessed before deletion. Saves the queue. So it's a save call multiple times. Use object is queued for deletion to check if the node will be deleted at the end of the frame. Okay. Okay, note, this will only be freed after all the deferred calls is finished. Using this method will not always, is not always the same as calling object free though, although object call deferred. Okay. Just say it frees and deletes the nodes from the frame. This completes the mod scene. Okay. So I guess now we're going to work on getting it to when the player and enemies are ready. The next part will bring them together in a new scene, and this will enemies spawn randomly. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Function process. I guess there isn't anything needed in process. It's just working. Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, create a new scene and add node. Well, main. Okay, so new scene. Let's go ahead and save this, by the way. This one. And add a node. Node. Apparently that does nothing. 2D scene? Node 2D. And a node. What's a node? Just any node? Add a node. Node 2D. node. Base of all nodes? Okay, I see. So let me delete that and then add a node. A true node. Not a 2D node, but that's a node. And we'll call that main. Okay. Main. I'm not going to capitalize it. Okay. The reason we are using node instead of node 2D is because this node will be the container of the handling the game of logic. It does not require 2D functionality itself. Okay. So basically it doesn't need to be there because it just doesn't need it. Okay. Click at the instance button from the chain link icon and select your player. Okay. So chain link player. And then I assume we do the same thing for the mob. Now add the following nodes as children of main. As shown. Timer, marker 2D. So add timer. Okay. A node for a node? Yes. Timer. So 3 timers. Mob timer, score timer, start timer. Can I duplicate you? Duplicates. Duplicate. So you'll be... So it's mob timer, score timer, start timer. Okay, so... Mob timer... Score timer... Start... Timer... Start timer... And marker 2D. What is a marker 2D? Marker 2D. Generic 2D position hitting editing. Okay. I'll take its word for it. Okay. Set the wait time property on for each of the timer nodes as following values in seconds. So mob timer is 0.5. Inspector wait time 0.5. Timer each knows wait time. That's wait time, correct? Mob timer wait time. Okay. So that one is 1 second and then start timer is 2. 2. Okay. Okay. And then, in addition, set the one-shot property of start timer to on. Why do that? Start timer one-shot. If true, the timer will stop after reaching the end. Otherwise, by default, the timer will automatically restart. Oh, okay. So it's a... Okay, so it does it just once. In addition, set the timer to on and set position of the start position node to middle of the screen, 240 for 450. Okay, let's see. Transform. Position. 240 by 450. Position of the start position. So marker 2D position. There we go. A start position. Wait. Start position. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we do start position. Spawning mobs. The main node will be spawning new mobs, and we want them to appear at random locations on the edge of the screen. Click the main node at the screen dock and add a child Path to then add a child. Path 2D named mob path. That's add a path 2D. Path 2D. Mob path. Mob. Okay. And that just gives it, okay, I understand. Then you select when you select the method, you see new buttons on the top of your editor. Oh yeah, it does. It shows up. Go ahead and save this as main. Or I forget. Okay. When you select, you see the move button. Yes, I see those. Oh, you're making making a game too? Yeah, I'm not making my own game. I'm just following the directions of the starter, your first 2D game of Godot. So I'm trying to learn how the engine works and how the language works for Godot. Select the middle one. Add points. Add points. Oh, and you could. Oh, I see it. Like position. Oh. Oh, okay. It was nice. So far it's been pretty easy. I've been liking it so far. Chelsea, okay. Add points and draw a path by clicking at the corner shown. To have the point snap to a grid, make sure you use grid snap and use smart snap and are both selected. Okay. These options can be found to the left of the block button appearing as a magnet next to some dots and intersecting lines respectively. Do that, and then we'll do that and that. We'll zoom in a little bit. So... Whee! Catch you later. Thank you. We'll probably be playing a game either tomorrow or the day after, depending on how things go. Actually, probably tomorrow, because I don't want to do a super long stream. So, but thanks for stopping by. I'll get hooked on this. I plan on making this a consistent thing. Trust me. Coding is fun. So far, you are correct. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. I'm not struggling a whole lot because I'm just following a thing, but I feel like I'm actually learning as I'm doing this. So I feel very productive. So I'm feeling both very smart and very dumb at the same time, which is a very fun thing. Okay, so drop path in clockwise order. Your mobs will spawn. What? Select add points, draw by clicking the corner shown. Oh. Oh. One, okay. Control Z. Let me zoom in some. I really wish that... There we go. Here we go. So I'll do here. No, mob path. You. 1, 2, 4. Close. I can, nope. Z. Select points. Move you there, like so. Then here, I'll just, woo. Actually, hold on. Okay, so now I can go you, and then close. And then, okay. Add points. Control points. Wata. Or your mobs will be spawned pointing outwards instead of inwards. In clockwise order. Ah, shoot. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That closed it up. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Watermelon. Yes, it's very true. I have been having these like 7-Up tropical flavors, and it's okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay. Okay. After placing 4 points, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. Gentlemen, I have come to say the N-word. Nuclear. After placing closed curve, yes, it will be complete. Okay. Now that the path is defined, add a path follow 2D. Okay. Wait, no. As a child of mob path. Okay, so we'll add a child of this, and that be path follow 2D. And they're going to follow the path. Don't flirt, don't do it, don't say the N-word. Yes, exactly. You should look at this mob path, and then call it mob spawn location. Mob spawn location. Yes, that's what my thing looks like. Yay! Okay. Fucking dies. He exploded. And add a script to main. Add a script. Create. Main. He can't say the N-word anymore. Add a script to main, and at the top of the script, use the export variable mob packed scene to allow us to choose the mob scene we want for an instance. Want to instance. I has also come to say the N-word. On the top of the script, we use the export variable mob scene packed scene. Okay. So at the top, extends nodes. We'll do it's at export variable mob scene packed scene. We'll do oh shit. No. We'll do at export variable mob underscore scene. Is that correct? Mob underscore scene. Yeah. Packed scene. Scene packed. Scene. There we go. With the power of the sun in the palm of your hand. Oh, there's some palm in your hand. Give me 1 second. I want to take a piss. I will be right back. Let me... I have discovered that it is better to turn off my microphone on OBS rather than physically changing my settings on the thing. It is easier to do that and safer to do that because I don't want to mess up how my settings sound like. I'm sounding okay, right? Everything sounds okay? Everything sounds alright? I haven't horrifically messed up my audio somehow? Yes? Okay, good. Okay. Okay. So, fantastic, fantastic. I'm trying to make it... I wouldn't know... Yes, I understand, Gallic. Okay. So, extend node, variable scene, variable score. So why is the variable... Why was the... Use a scene mob. What instance? Variable score. Oh, so that defines a variable, that being score. Okay. So this defines a variable, we're defining a variable called score. Okay. Click on the main node and you will see the mob scene property in the inspector under main GD. Main. Oh. Go ahead and Control X. And Control V. There we go. Main. Extends node. Let me give it a little space. Packet scene variable main node. You will see inspector under main GD. Main mob scene. Mob scene. Yeah, it's there. Okay. You can assign this property's value in two ways. Drag mob.tson from the file system doc and drop it into the mob scene property. Okay. Hey, Zachary. Click the down arrow, empty, select load mob.tson. Okay, so we'll do load mob. Select. Okay. Okay. So now that we have that, RE. You're becoming a pirate as well. Are you trying to make a game? I am. I'm following along on the Godot's like step-by-step instruction for making a 2D game, and I'm learning how Godot how the language works basically. and how to edit and how to code basic stuff in Godot. What type of game? 2D. I'm like I said, I'm not trying to create my own thing at the moment. I'm just following along a little path, not a path, but a guide basically. Okay. Mob scene inspector under main GD. Blah, 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 blah. Next, select the instance for player scene under main. Under main. Player. Instance for player under the scene under main node. Main. Go ahead and save real quickly. Node. Main. GD. Oh, here we go. Player. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. That's an area 2D, right? Marker 2D. Marker 2D. No, that just pulls in the player, so that's correct. Okay. Okay. Player admin nodes in the scene dock. That's this place right here. Access the node dock in the sidebar. Make sure you have the signals tab selected for the node dock. This for player. Player, yeah, okay. Okay. So signals for player. Got it. You should see a list of signals for the player node. Find and double-click the hit signal in the list, or right-click and select Connect. This will open up the signal connecting dialog. We want to make a new function named Game Over, which will handle what needs to happen when the game ends. Type Game Over in the receiver method box at the bottom of the signal connection dialog and click Connect. You're aiming to have the hit signal emitted. You are aiming to have the hit signal emitted from player and handled in the main script. Add the following code to the new function, as well as a new game function that will set everything up for a new game. Okay, so I double click that. Double click that, hit signal. I want to make a new function call named Game Over. So we'll call it Game Over. Yeah. Right? If Game Over, play horsey game until music till Game Over screen is exited. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to that actually. Which will handle what needs to happen. Game ends. Type Game Over in the receiver method. Receiver method, yes. Box at the bottom of the signal connecting dialog and click Connect. So connects. It's Game Over. Okay. You're aiming to have the hit signal emitted from the player and handle in the main script. Okay, we've done that. Add the following code to the new function, as well as a new game function that will set everything up for the new game. Okay. So we'll do function Game Over, score timer stop, mob timer stop. Okay. Okay, that's pretty easy. So score timer stop at mob timer stop. Then we'll add a function new underscore game. Function new game. That's right. Underscore game. Yeah. New game. Open and close brackets. That gives us a new function. Then we'll do score equal to 0. Equal to 0. Players. Okay. Okay, so do score equal to 0. So that sets the score back at 0. And then music flump sounds like a good game over music. Music. Or CBGM. You said music flumps. It does actually. Okay. Okay. I might put that in there as a game over. How are you today? Pretty good. Pretty good. It's been kind of busy at work, but not unmanageably busy, so we're keeping on top of everything. And hey, I'm here now. I get to enjoy, your company, talking with y'all. It's really great. That makes me really happy. Okay, so we'll add new games money player start position. No. Game over, play music flums at at speed. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do money start position? No, player. At player. Oh, gotta let Winnie inside. Hey, Winnie. How are you doing, by the way? How's everyone doing? Okay. The player dot. Not a bunch of spaces. Dot start. Pretty good. That's good. Are you still working on your tech demo? Start. Start position. Dot. Is that right? Oh, at start position. A star money. Start position. Dot position. There we go. Dot position. Yeah. Timer start. Dot start. Okay. So that's timer. I did start timer. Start timer dot start. Yeah, made a glitch effect and an outline shader for it, but damn, Unity is hard. Start timer dot start. Okay. Close brackets. Okay. Okay. Now we'll connect the timeout signal of each timer node. Start timer, score timer, and mob timer. And yeah, I wait, you gonna call this, what are you gonna call this game? This game is called Unsoftware's Your Pirate. If you get that, we can be friends. Now we'll connect to the timer. into the main script. For each of the 3 timers, select the timer in the scene dock. Open the signals tab of the node dock. Double-click timeouts. Okay. Is it going to cost money? No. I'm not gonna. This is very much not my own product. I'm not gonna. This is just like a test product or whatever. Maybe I'll release the files if you want to like mess around with it in Discord or whatever. But like, this is not gonna be, you know. Yeah, this is learning experience. I am not going to charge for this, mainly because I'm following a guide. Unfair, it's your pirate? No, it's unfurries your pirate. Unfurries your pirate. Open the signal tab of the node dock for the mob timer. Signal timeouts. Got it. There we go. So we got that. Signal in the list. We will open the new signal connection dialog. The default settings of this dialog should be fine. Go. Ooh. Hold on. Ooh. Wait, are you okay? Here we go. Ugh. Okay. It's getting kind of close to any time. Let's see. Let's see how much I can do. On vibrant one. New connection. You have 3 timers set up. You should be able to see each timer and the signal connection for their respective timeout signals shown in green, respective signal and within their respective signals tab. Okay. I'm gonna take her out of my room real quickly. Give me 1 second. I had a sandwich. Really good. Very tasty. So, I think I'll go ahead and save. And why is this... What? Capital P? No, it's just normal player. Start position. Declaration? Why is indentant? Indent. Player, start position, top position, start timer. Player, player. Why is this capitalized? That shouldn't be capitalized. Main. Is this semicolon? Oh, I see it. No, that's correct though. That's correct. Playing Valheim right now? Fuck yeah. Semicolon. Okay. Notice the lack of semicolon would be a better way of saying it. Yeah. Oh, I see it. It should be new game semicolon. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. 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 In that case, let's go ahead and save right here, and we will call that quits for tonight. Like I said, we'll probably do it either tomorrow or Saturday, depending on how things go. I don't know. I kind of want to do more of this. I kind of want to play a game. I'm not certain. But whatever I decide, I will see you all tomorrow. Galak, do you want to set up a raid on Twitch or... Yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Yeah. Let's see. Let's say hi to hell yeah, we're gonna raid Shrimply. We're gonna raid JFJ on YouTube, so I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you all have a great day or night, wherever you might be, and yeah. All right, bye bye.